All right. So if you're listening to this deep dive, you've probably spent some time with Character AI, right?
Mm.
And you probably noticed this new thing they've rolled out where it's asking for your birthday when you log in.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of people online, talking about it. Some are confused, some are annoyed.
right. It's not really clear why they're asking,
Yeah.
what are they going to do with our birthdays?
Yeah, and they say they won't show it publicly. So
Right. What's the point?
what is the point?
Yeah.
Well, today, we're going to try and figure out what exactly is going on, why they're doing this, and what it might mean for you,
Yeah.
and how you use Character AI.
Yeah, this is super interesting because at first glance, it doesn't seem like a big deal. But, when we look at the bigger picture with AI, it kind of raises some red flags.
Yeah, and Character AI, like other AI platforms out there, has been under scrutiny lately, for the kind of content that some users have been creating.
Exactly. There have been some high-profile cases recently of AI being used to create some pretty questionable content,
Yeah, and
which has led to a lot of people calling for more regulation of AI.
right. So this new birthday prompt, it seems like it could be directly connected to that.
Right. It seems like they're trying to get ahead of any potential problems by implementing stricter content filtering, especially for users under 18.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing a lot of different reactions online about how this is actually playing out for people.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the experience is different depending on how old you are.
Right.
Like a lot of adults are saying they haven't really noticed any difference in how the AI is behaving, but for minors, it sounds like the filters are much stricter.
Yeah, I saw someone say they couldn't even edit their conversations anymore once they put in their real age.
Yeah, it's almost like those old content filters we used to see on certain websites,
Oh.
where you had to enter your birthday to prove you were old enough.
And everyone just lied about their age?
Exactly, and it sounds like people are already doing the same thing with character AI.
Right. So is it really about protecting users, or is this more about protecting the company from potential legal issues?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible they're trying to do both, but it's hard to know for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's important to acknowledge that there are a lot of different opinions on this.
Absolutely.
Some people are really happy about these changes, especially parents who are concerned about what their kids might be exposed to online.
Right.
But then you have other users who feel like this is a restriction on their creativity and their freedom of expression.
Yeah, it's a tough situation because there's no easy answer.
Right.
Like, we want to encourage people to use AI creatively, but we also need to be mindful of the potential for harm.
Yeah, and I think this whole thing just highlights how complicated the future of AI is going to be.
Absolutely.
So what do you think all of this means for someone who's using character AI?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that the landscape of AI is changing rapidly, and we need to stay informed about these changes. We also need to be having these conversations about how to use AI responsibly and ethically.
Yeah, and I think it's important for users to know that if they're not happy with these changes, there are other AI platforms out there that they can explore.
Absolutely. In fact, we've put together a list of some alternatives in the pinned comment below, so be sure to check that out.
So yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning of what's going to be a long and complex journey as we figure out how to live with AI.
Yeah, this is just one tiny piece of the puzzle.
Right,
And it's important to keep in mind that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
right. So what are your thoughts on all this?
Yeah.
We'd love to hear your takeaways. What questions are you wrestling with? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments.
Yeah. Let us know what you think.
All right. Thanks for listening to this deep dive on Character AI's age prompt.
Thanks for having me.
Catch you all next time.
See you, Lou.